Trump threatened Iran this week. Let's see how two different news outlets covered the exact same story. First, here's the Young Turks introducing it.
Iran's in big trouble. It looks to me that the people are taking over certain cities that nobody thought were really possible just a few weeks ago.
And here's Fox News introducing the same story.
As the Islamic Republic uses brute force to put down fiery protests breaking out across the country, including in Tehran.
Madeline Rivera is live in Washington with these details. Madeline, this is really remarkable stuff we're watching.
Now that both outlets played the same Trump clip, here's what was said.
Situation very carefully. I've made the statement very strongly that if they start killing people like they have in the past, we will get involved. We'll be hitting them very hard where it hurts. And that doesn't mean boots on the ground, but it means hitting them very, very hard. I just hope the protesters in Iran are going to be safe, because that's a very dangerous place right now. And again, I tell the Iranian leaders, you better not start shooting, because we'll start shooting too.
Same clip. Now watch how completely differently they react. First, TYT's reaction. They're alarmed, talking about Russian submarines and disasters.
What happens when a plane gets shot down? The other day we took a Russian tanker, a tanker that was at least claimed to be Russian, and the Russians said it was theirs. It originally started out from Venezuela, and there was a Russian sub next to the tanker. What happens when the sub fires? We're flirting with disaster here, guys.
Now, here's Fox's reaction to the same Trump quote. They're excited. They're calling it a potential game changer for the entire world.
The mullahs of Iran lose power in Iran. That will be the biggest game changer in the world since the fall of the Berlin Wall.
I totally agree. If they topple Ayatollah Khamenei, it will be the most consequential event, perhaps, of the 21st century, and will fundamentally reverse 47 years of terror and oppression and reset the map in the Middle East.
Yeah, and that repression, by the way, has fallen largely on women in Iran. And I haven't heard a lot of female voices talking about that.
And the women, the images
the women are the bravest ones in this, yes.
TYT thinks people celebrating this doesn't even understand what war really is. Listen to this.
But, if you're on the right and you're celebrating all this, first of all, I don't think you've mastered the English language. War is not peace, it's just war. And this is going to...
Meanwhile, Fox is praising Trump's strategy for crediting his bombing campaign for giving Iranian protesters hope.
Was a signal to the Iranian people that the Americans weren't playing around, that things would be a little different this time. We've seen President Trump demonstrate strong resolve in dealing with Venezuela, and the way he's handled that. He's not backed down at all. In fact, he's stepped that up. You've seen that he's shown a lot of resolve with regard to how he's operating in with Russia and Ukraine, trying to bring that to an end.
Listen to TYT's final prediction. They say this will end in disaster, and they're willing to bet their credibility on it.
I guarantee it, and you could hold me accountable on it. If we go to the next 3 years and Trump never put any ground troops in, never got us into a disastrous war, and he just bombed half the world, and it was super clean and we profited off of it, I'll come on and profusely apologize.
But Fox sees this as a historic opportunity to say that Trump's threats are credible and the Iranian people believe him.
Is incalculable, and it's time that we did take up the opportunity to support the Iranian people who are fighting for their freedom.
And they are brave Iranians indeed. We shall be continuing to follow this very closely. Chairman Crawford, thank you for taking time.
Same Trump quote, same news story. One side says it's disaster waiting to happen, the worst fest you've ever seen in your life. The other side says it's a historic opportunity and Trump is showing strength. Two completely different realities from the same exact event. Welcome to America Media 2026.